Epic fly killing. Fallout New Vegas. Hello there. Only one coyote, that's weird. Usually when there's one, there's like a dozen. Ah, hello there. How are you not dead? Your friend died. Oh god. Oh, there goes your arm. I don't think a gun like this can do that, but okay. Look how it's red to steal from enemy NPCs. Is this anything I can harvest? It is. Okay, we're at Hidden Valley. Just need to find the Brotherhood. Now, thankfully, we have Veronica with us, and she just told us where the Brotherhood was. Ah, crap. Now I'm stuck. Walking the border here. There's gotta be a way in. Oh, hey, they're fighting scorpions. Oh, yes. Them hacks.
Hold on, I've got this. I'd like a large atomic shake and a double Brahmin burger. And easy on the agave sauce this time.
We gave you a password, Veronica. It's for your safety.
I know where you live, Ramos. Open up.
For Pete's sake. Opening up. Welcome back, Veronica.
So if you don't have her with you, your welcome here is much more hostile. Much more. Like they imprison you and they force you to they slap a explosive collar on you and
Listen up. I'm in charge of security around here, and I can't say I'm too happy about having an outsider waltzing around. But since you came in with Veronica, I'm inclined to cut you a little slack. Just behave yourself, and we won't have any problems, okay? Oh, and the Elder's going to want to talk to you. He's on the 2nd level. Just take a right once you get down there. My office is right here in case you need anything. Just ask for Ramos.
Looking sharp, Ramos.
Hey yourself, kiddo.
He's like, I'm going to my desk. Okay. Let's talk to the Elder. And this totally reused Enclave base from Fallout 3. You are not who I thought you were.
You must be the stranger I've been hearing about. Sorry, but I'm strictly forbidden from offering our tech to outsiders.
Oh, come
like yourself.
on.
Besides,
Alright, we'll come back once we join.
You're being watched, so don't get any ideas. Still breaking hearts there, I see, Scribe Schuler.
Yeah, where is he? Where is he? Okay, he's this way, I think. Yes, here he is.
Hello, Veronica. How goes your mission?
We'll know in a second. I wanted to talk to you.
Veronica, tell me this isn't about...
Yes, goddammit, it is. But you're gonna hear me out this time.
We've been through this.
The things I've seen now, other groups succeeding where we fail, it's not too late for us.
We've outlasted the end of the world. We'll outlast these upstarts.
Waiting in a hole for everyone else to die.
If we must.
This is a dead end for us.
I see no evidence of that. Nor do I see anyone out there with a solution to our problems.
How could you? You're too scared to look. Let's go. We're wasting our time.
Excuse you, I have business here.
When Paladin Ramos informed me that Veronica was approaching with an outsider in tow, at first I didn't know what to think. After giving the matter some thought, however, I've decided that an outsider could be of use to me right now. However, I will not force you to help us. Should you refuse, you will be allowed to leave here, though you'd remain Veronica's responsibility. What do you say, outsider? Are you willing to help us?
Sure.
Then allow me to explain our situation. This bunker is currently locked down, allowing no entry or exit, with you being one of the few exceptions. In exceptional cases, teams are sent out to investigate sites or retrieve materials deemed too important to ignore. 3 such teams have gone missing recently, and the news of their disappearance has not yet been widely spread to avoid undue concern. In order to maintain the peace and adhere to the strictures of the lockdown, I need to send someone else to discover what happened to them.
Sure.
I'm glad I can count on you. Oh, and one other thing. The patrols each had a holotape detailing their missions that you can use to track them. The shielding of the bunker prevents us from actively tracking them, but their positions should show up on your map once you get to the surface. Should our worst fears become realized, please bring back all 3 of the holotapes from the patrols. Otherwise, bring our brothers home. I've given the order that you be given access to some of the equipment our scouts and patrols have scavenged over the years. You won't be allowed to purchase any prohibited equipment, but hopefully some of what's available will prove useful to you.
Cool.
So, you're the outsider that's been given leave to wander around freely.
Hello, receding hairline.
Desperate times call for desperate measures, I guess. Name's Hardin. I'm the head paladin of this chapter, and I think we might be able to help each other out. I don't know what the Elder talked to you about, but I can tell you this chapter is in trouble. And he's at the center of it. Are you willing to listen to what I have to say?
Why should I trust you?
Why should you trust the Elder? I'd recommend listening to both of us, and choosing whom to trust for yourself. So are you willing to listen?
Sure.
As you may have already heard, this entire base is under a state of lockdown. No one goes out except small patrols at night. Most of the chapter has been sealed in here for years, and those few who were outside when the lockdown was initiated are forbidden from returning. Morale has plummeted as time has gone by, and many of our current paladins haven't seen combat outside of training simulations, and all because of the Elder's explicit order that no one be allowed in or out. The only way things will change is if a new Elder is installed.
What about her?
Veronica's a special case. She handles the procurement of supplies. If we didn't let her and those like her back in, we'd all starve. If the Elder could manage it, he'd shut them out as well, and all in the name of security, which is why we need to replace him.
Have you tried talking to the dude?
Of course I have, many times in fact. The Elder has an open-door policy and will listen to advice on any subject save this one. He refuses to see that our isolation is slowly weakening us. Aside from being our duty, going out on missions is what kept us strong. And because he fails to see that, he must be replaced.
And suppose replaced with you.
I would. I'm the senior-most paladin in the chapter, and have more combat experience than any two others here put together. I'd gladly support another candidate, but no one has the courage to step forward and make the attempt, so it falls to me. I would put this chapter back on the right path, if I could just assume leadership.
And how do you do that?
I don't know.
Great plan.
I've gone through our records dozens of times looking for a precedent regarding the dismissal of an Elder and come up with nothing. The people who are most likely to know how it could be done are also some of McNamara's strongest supporters, so they refuse to help me, which is why we're having this conversation. An outsider such as yourself would arouse less suspicion asking questions about such matters.
No, it wouldn't.
The fact that the Elder has some tasks for you means his faithful won't suspect you, and you have a line.
Brand new guy to the bunker. Hey,
short,
so what are the rights to
Will you at least think about it?
to depose an Elder? What was
If I
how's
become
this help
Elder,
me?
the lockdown will be lifted, and we'll once again be able to send patrols out into the wastes. We'll become powerful again. And when that happens, it will be good to have the Brotherhood as an ally. Good enough?
I'll think about it.
That'll have to do. I'd recommend going to see Ramos first. As head of security, he's more familiar with our protocols than anyone else here. You could also try to find something relevant in our data store, though last I heard Scribe Ibsen is having a bit of a problem accessing it. And if McNamara should give you any tasks, I'd ask that you kept me abreast of them. Report anything you find to me, and we'll move from there. What is it, Outsider? Have you discovered anything?
Looking for this.
Yes. I know the loss of the patrols has weighed heavily on his mind for some time. He took it very personally when they first went missing. That was when I first began to seriously question his ability to lead us. A commander has to be able to deal with the potential loss of his men. It's strange that he would ask you to find mission discs on them, however. The missing paladins were all on standard patrols, which don't need them. Only brothers sent on special assignments are given mission discs. If you should find any on the lost patrols, let me know. Bye.
Yeah, okay, bye.
I'd slap him around, but he stood at my parents' wedding. Plus, he used to make excuses to get me out of my punishment when I'd slept through head scribe Taggart's lectures. Figure I owe him for that. He means well.
What now?
I'm not giving up. He wants evidence, but he'll never go looking for it.
Oh,
He's
she's
scared
talking
I'm
about the
right.
Elder, I
He'll
think.
never listen unless I hold the proof right in front of
Or
his
maybe
face.
both, I don't know.
He's a stubborn old man, but when it comes down to it, he's got our best interests at heart. If he sees some indisputable sign we're on the wrong course, he won't ignore it. That's my question to the Elder. All these years, the Brotherhood has collected weapons technology. And for what? To keep it out of people's hands? That clearly hasn't worked. To defend ourselves? We can't compete with the NCR's numbers, or the Legion's. We're fighting a war for a lost cause.
This conversation would be
If
better
we're gonna
if
survive,
this guy
we
wasn't
have to
just
find a
in the
role
way.
society, attract new members. I don't know. We need something that shows the Brotherhood will fail, or that it can do better a different way. The only thing that gets its attention is technology. Huh. Maybe Father Elijah had the right idea. Our
Who?
elder before McNamara. He had a nose for recovering lost technology. He'd send scribes out into the desert, chasing whatever leads he found. There were a few he only trusted me with. I can think of at least one that'd prove my point, if it still exists. There's a comm terminal not too far from here I'd use to access messages from him. If we go there, I can pull up his research on it.
Okay.
I'm with you. Being around here isn't the same anymore.
What is this? Veronica brings an outsider into our home, then has a private audience with the
Who are
Elder?
you?
The two of you may have the Elder fooled, but we know better. Veronica has always twisted the Founder's principles to her own ends. We will not stand idly by and allow her to corrupt our Elder's thinking.
I hope
Sorry
you've been
about
practicing
that.
your drills.
Just because I love them doesn't mean some of
It's
them aren't
dangerous.
assholes.
Okay. Oh, can't go that way. Where's this terminal at? Way over there. Okay, yeah, I have to go around. Hey! Hey! So there's a reason we're doing the Brotherhood now, as opposed to later. A, because of how the main story interacts with them, and B...
They say history is written by the victor. I like to think history is written by the person who
combat
writes it.
music started, but nothing's happening. And B, because of how they have an impact on the DLC, or one DLC at least.
Let's see what we've got here. Okay, yeah, this is the one I was thinking of. The pulse gun. Although, maybe the rangefinder could work too. And it looks like the NCR was onto some miracle farming technology.
What's a pulse gun?
Electromagnetic weapon from before the Great War. Experimental. It never saw mass production. But they were building it as a countermeasure to power armor, which they feared the Chinese were developing. Supposedly a prototype was being housed at Nellis. Imagine what it could do to the Brotherhood. We'd be on equal footing with any idiot with a gun.
What about the farming?
More or less. Supposedly it's a vegetation enhancer. NCR has a science branch headquartered at McCarran Airport. Guess they found something. Guess somebody wasn't very good at keeping secrets either. We'd never pursue it because it's not a weapon, but self-sufficiency is fundamental to us. If it works, they'd see the value of an alternate course. It's a targeting device for some kind of doomsday weapon based at Helios 1. It was lost sometime after the war. We held Helios 1 for a time. Lost a lot of people defending it. Too many. all for this weapon they never got working. If it turns out to be a dud, it should show how flawed our goals have been. Father Elijah said he thinks a scavenger might have sold it on the strip.
Let's go for the rangefinder.
They defended Helios like it was their last stand. Didn't even know if there was anything worth defending. How could there be, with all we lost? Even if it did work, it'd be under NCR control now. So it'd either prove our goals are wrong, or we're incapable of pursuing them. There's a pawn shop in Outer Vegas we could check, and I've heard of a gift shop in the Strip that deals in pre-war antiques.
What about the pulse gun?
Yeah, maybe they'll think twice about engaging the NCR if they know one of those could be floating around. The notes say to look around Nellis Air Force Base. He suggests going through filing cabinets and computers in the commanding officer's quarters.
What about the farming tech?
Okay. What better way to persuade them than to give them a taste of what they stand to gain, right? Maybe the best place to start is to see what we can find out directly from the NCR. Let's head to their OSI office at McCarran.
Let's go to the rangefinder.
I like the way you think.
Download complete. Begin recording. Navarro Outpost Scientist, I am glad that EDE has reached you. You will find several databanks of information on this machine. Please handle this information with the utmost care, as it represents the sum total of the results of my research on the Duraframe iBots. There are also several databanks with information on my research into Poseidon Energy, and some projects they were working on in the Mojave area.
Okay. Miguel's pawn shop.
Anything new happening? If you're down on your luck and need some caps,
Yeah.
antique rangefinder. I'm trying to think of something that'd be more worthless. Maybe an antique horoscope or an antique sandwich. I'll tell you something. Good luck finding that thing. But if you do find it, don't waste your time trying to sell it to me. Of course.
What do you have? Junk. A lot of junk. Here, have some dynamites. A plasma rifle.
Until next time.
Okay. Random guy teleports in, and you try to mug him? I did not mean to take all his stuff. Ugh.
Move along.
And my game crashed again. Amazing, New Vegas. You're such a good game.